What's going on, guys? Mr. Domo here, and welcome back to the channel. So I finally got another shipment back from AFA, AFA being the Action Figure Authority, where I sent in my vintage Star Wars figures to get graded. And so yeah, this shipment was a little delayed, and that's because, you know, AFA attended the Star Wars celebration in Chicago, and so, you know, this was supposed to arrive like, you know, a week ago, and so I guess they were just back up from taking extra orders at the Star Wars celebration in Chicago, but finally it's here. And so I sent in 5 figures. I'm really excited about this batch of figures here, and so let's go ahead and start it off. So on the very top one here, I have a R2-D2 with the pop-up saber there, and this is really great because not only it's a great addition to my R2-D2, you know, variant collection, but also this is part of the last 17, which I'm also trying to complete. And so as you can see, there's R2-D2, and there's his saber off to the side, which is really nice. This is look clean. I'm glad they cleaned it up. You know, there was kind of like a couple of marks here and there, so I'm glad they cleaned that up. And so I'll put that guy right there. Next, also part of my collection that I'm working on is, of course, my C3PO variant collection. And as you can see, this is a bagged 3CPO you know, action figure there, and I'm really glad to get this guy. And this is the removable limbs, and so like you actually pull out the arms and the legs, and then he comes with a little baggie. So if you want to have like Chewbacca carrying C3PO on his back, you could do that with this figure. But I am glad that everything was good, because sometimes, you know, these bagged figures they're kind of finicky, because, you know, if they're torn or whatever, they won't grade them. AFA will not grade them you know, bagged, and so like they have to, you know, grade them loose. And so so I'm glad that everything came in okay. So there he is. There's the 2 guys right there. And then also I ended up picking up this guy, and this is a Lily Lady 3CPO, which I'm really glad to have in my collection. I do have a Lily Lady R2-D2. It's definitely a beater, but I got to get that guy sent off, and I just wanted to add one to my collection. And so there he is. There's that guy right there. Also, I have here greedo, and really cool figure. I love the color scheme of this guy. There's his little blaster. And so there he is. I got this guy because I think I got a few of them loose that I need to get graded. And last but not least, here is Luke Skywalker in his Bestman outfit, which is really nice. So he's got his saber there. Most of the sabers came, you know, yellow, and then of course his blaster, and this is the brown hair variant. So there's those guys right there. Let me go ahead, take them out of the poly bags, and then we could take a closer look at them. Alright guys, so there they are out of their poly bag, looking really nice and clean. So I'm gonna go ahead, go from left to right, and, you know, starting off with this R2-D2 pop-up saber. Like I said, I'm really glad to get this in my collection, because, you know, this is another variant of the R2-D2, plus, you know, it is the one of the last 17 figures that I'm working on right now. So here we have a 1984 Kenner Star Wars loose action figure, no country of origin, R2-D2 with the pop-up saber, and he received a 75 plus, excellent plus, near mint score, which is really nice. You know, you could tell that, you know, the sticker, obviously there's some yellowing compared to the body, and, you know, I didn't think it was gonna get a 75 plus. Like, it was almost there to an 80, which is really nice, because I know that these guys, you know, mint go for quite a few, you know, dollars there. And if you want it like carded, like you're gonna pay at least above $500. So that's crazy. But so far what I'm tracking is that there's not really any variants to these Kenner pop-up sabers. They're all kind of like the no country of origin, but I really do want to get a glasslight version of this R2D2 pop-up saber, because it's really cool, because it has the dome of like the R2D2 droids, but it has like the body of like your regular Kenner style R2D2. So it's really cool, and I can't wait to get that. But yeah, overall, like this figure is looking really good, except for obviously the yellowing of the sticker, but overall it's a really nice figure. So I am really glad to get that in my collection. So second here we have Greedo, and of course there are many variants with this guy, and I believe it doesn't really say on the label here. I'll show you the label. So this is a 1978 Kenner Star Wars loose action figure, country of origins Hong Kong, Greedo, and he received an 80 near mint score, so really nice. But I think this is the light blue boot variant, and I know there's like a dark blue, and then there's other variants out there with other toy lines. So yeah, I think it's really with the blue that really kind of gives it the significant difference between all these other figures. But this is a really cool figure. I'm really digging it. I love his little blaster there, and of course here's the back side of it. So really nice figure, and I'm glad they got a really good score on that. So that is really nice. And so the third one here, I'm really pleased that this guy got graded as a bag figure. Like I said, if there's any issues with the bag, even if there's like a tiny hole or whatever, like sometimes AFA will not accept it. And I had that happen to one of my R2D2s. It was actually bagged, but because there was a tear in that bag, they didn't want to grade it as a bag figure, so I had to grade it as a loose figure. But this guy came in as a bag figure, which I'm really nice, because the bag was nice and crisp and not torn. And I believe, yep, there it is. So this is a type C bag, so this has the tape, and the type of plastic is crisp, so it's not a soft plastic. And then also another way to tell what type it is the text, what color of the text it has on the bag. So here this is a 1982 Kenner Star Wars bagged figure, Return of the Jedi C-type bag, C3PO removable limbs. So this one received an 80 near mint score, another great score. So I'm really excited about that, because like I said, I am doing a not only a R2D2 variant, but also a C3PO variant, and then of course I'm still working on my Jawa variant also. But so this is really nice, and I'm glad it got an 80, because I was kind of worried about the bag there. It does look a little dirty and stuff like that, but obviously like the figure's mint. But I know when it comes to grading bag figures, they kind of go overall everything, the bag, and then obviously the figure and everything. So really glad to add that guy in my collection. And it's what sucks too is I know it's a Hong Kong, but I really can't tell what type of variant it is, so I'm gonna have to I guess I'm missing a no country of origin C3PO with the removable limbs. So I need to pick that guy up. So the fourth one here, now this is interesting. So this is a little lady C3PO. So here, as you can see, this is a 1977 Lily Lady Star Wars loose action figure, country of origins Hong Kong, C3PO, and he received a 75 XM plus near mint score, which is really nice. This is a really loose figure, as you can hear it rattle in there. So I'm really surprised they got a 75. And the biggest indicators with these Lily Ladies, with the C3POs, is like back here they have like a flathead screw, you know what I mean? So right there, as you can see it's that's a screw there. And here with your regular Kenner style, there's just like that bolt there. So that is one huge indicator about these C3POs. Also, I know that there's like 4 variants just within the Lily Lady, and that's all with the actual coating. So I know there's like a shiny gold, there's like a middle sort of goldish, a dull, and then there's like a silver variant with these guys. So that is very interesting that there's like multiple variants out there with these guys. And so I'm assuming that this is maybe middle, because it doesn't look too dull but not too shiny, so this might be within the middle. AFA does not actually annotate what type it is, so that kind of sucks. I wish they did, so it would kind of know. But I guess another way to find out is through the actual stamp on the back. So the last figure here is the Luke Skywalker in his Bespin outfit. So here we have a 1980 Kenner Star Wars loose action figure, country of origins Hong Kong, Luke with the brown hair, and he received a 75 excellent plus near mint score, which is really good. I know there's multiple variants, dealing with just the hair alone. So you have your yellow blonde hair, your brown hair, orange hair, and then I think there's also variants with the actual face paint. So like there's pale or flesh color, and in the boots, there's also variants with the boots. And so really cool to get this guy. I mean, really nice. And of course you could tell the two-tone colors, there's some bleach going on. And then I believe here at the hand, obviously, which probably really brought down the score, is like you can see some paint rub there. But I believe the accessories were pretty good, but really nice to add to the collection. But probably I'm not gonna keep these two guys. I'm gonna end up selling them, just because it's just how I end up paying for getting these guys graded. So I'm gonna have to put them in the market. But definitely my R2D2 and the C3PO, I am definitely keeping those guys, because that is the collection that I'm working on. And so I can't wait for another batch. But that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, guys. Thank you for the support, and if you haven't subscribe. I try to upload every week some new content. So thank you guys, and I will talk to you guys later.